We have created a place where men and women who are trapped in the bondage of addiction can know real freedom through Christ. So we have the full continuum of care. We have detox, residential, partial hospitalization, intensive outpatient, and outpatient. When somebody comes in, they have just come out of the worst season of their lives. They are looking for direction, and we want to be an environment, a life-giving environment that reminds them that they aren't second class to anyone, that God has an incredible plan for their life, and everything, the dream and the vision that God had for them in the beginning is still possible.
Our team wants to stand in the gap for families and their patients to make sure that they always know that someone is fighting for them. When they feel like they can't make it and they can't go on, our team jumps in, takes a hold of their hand, and navigates them through troubled waters.
We don't have a cookie cutter approach. Every approach with every client is personalized, and it's really broken down throughout the treatment plans that is started from the minute the client walks in the door, really the minute that they pick up the phone and they talk to that admissions team. We delve into their story, we delve into their journey and what brought them through that door.
It's an exciting place to recovery. It's an exciting place in the sense that patients that come in feel that component that's hard to articulate.
It's all about them coming in and saying, I'm going to stomp out addiction in my life so my kids, my daughters, my future sons don't have to deal with this.
We believe that our partnership, the unity between our patients, their families, and our team is what makes the difference. It's what delivers strong clinical outcomes and ultimately delivers long-term sobriety.
Our incredible case management staff is going to be able to be there with someone coming through the program and walk through some of those hard issues due to the things that they lost. We are going to be able to pull in resources to be able to help them. Their successes and wins in treatment also translate for when they go back out there into the real world so they can crush it.
We also have a focus on physical fitness. This is where they can rebuild the body after spending a season in active addiction, and they've been really destroying and causing a lot of damage to their temple, if you will. And here's where we're going to go back into the gym and rebuild. We also have boxing. Coach Alvaro Lopez, who fought number 5 in the world light heavyweight, one of my favorite people, made an appearance in Rocky II. I'm really excited to have him on staff. We want to be able to create this environment that doesn't feel heavy clinical. There's going to be a sense of normalcy. So when you wake up in the morning, there's going to be community, there's going to be a house manager, there's going to be a group of people around you who have the same goal. Community is really God's vehicle that He has put around us to be able to remind us of who we are so that we've got a common goal with a group of people.
And you know, this is God's place. He built this place. His presence is welcome here. His glory is welcome here. And we know that every single client that comes through these doors, they are going to encounter God's love. They're going to encounter His presence. And every chain of addiction is going to be broken.
Recovery
Church
is probably the biggest event that we do every week. It's the heartbeat of our program.
People are going to come in, they're going to encounter the presence of God.
So you walk in the room, and it's just this feeling of a connection, of a community.
They are going to get live worship, a relevant message that's going to speak to somebody who is struggling with active addiction to show them the way of freedom.
It makes a difference. There's so many times in which I can point to people's stories or just transformational moments in their journey through a 90-day program, and they point back to a moment at Recovery Church.
What I love about Recovery Church is everyone can come together and just worship God in freedom and give Him the glory that's due Him.
You know, I think back often to my days whenever I was in active addiction, 10 treatment centers, 4 DUIs, those days that were so dark when really everybody who had once cared about me had lost hope, thought I was a lost cause. I remember that pain. I remember feeling like I was a burden, like I was an embarrassment. And really that pain now driving me, this organization, to be able to create the environment to remind the people that God has entrusted to us that there is a better day that's coming, to still be able to look past the psychosis, to be able to look past all of the shame, to be able to look past all of the guilt and everything that they're coming in here with, and to be able to speak into their life and just say, hey, God still has a plan for you. There are better days ahead.